Public transportation, the lifeblood of any growing city, from trains to the humble double-decker bus. But what if you need more? What if your citizens cry out for easier ways to cross town, faster ways to travel across your ever-growing city? Well, as mayor, how can you provide faster, easier and more traffic-friendly transport options for your humble taxpayers? Well, today we'll be looking to fine-tune our current transport options, take a look at our city and see where new transport options will be most beneficial, and then plan and implement a new transportation system in Blighty on the Wold. So sit back, grab your cup of tea, and let's dive in. But just before we do that, let's catch up with Hugo to see how he's enjoying his new job in Blighty on the Wold, with a word from our sponsors, NordPass. Hugo has joined the Blighty on the Wold bus fleet as a double-decker bus driver, and he loves meeting the public every day. But Hugo has his sights set on the Blighty on the Wold IT department, as he found out that no one in the building uses a password manager. He also discovered that the most popular password worldwide is 123456. And in almost all countries, people often use their local football team's name as their password. If that's you, maybe it's time for a change to your online security. I personally love NordPass and having access to my securely stored passwords on all my devices, my phone, my tablet, my laptop and my PC, which enables a quick logon to all of my services and accounts if it's needed. With NordPass, you can generate secure passwords. The more complex the password, the safer your account. You can log in faster because NordPass has the autofill feature. And you can store all of your passwords in one place. So there's no need to memorize all of them or rely on sticky notes. Ah yes, you know who you are. Get an exclusive NordPass deal plus 1 additional month for free at nordpass.com/Biffa or use the code Biffa at the checkout. There is also a 30-day money-back guarantee. Well, Hugo will continue dreaming of his rise to the IT department, but until then, he will carry on keeping his passwords safe and secure in NordPass. Don't forget to go to nordpass.com/Biffa for more information. So here we are once again in Blighty on the Wold, our UK themed city build, and traffic isn't too bad. We are it's roughly around 71-72%. We do have a couple of hot spots, as you can see over here in our industry area, but it keeps moving. It's not too bad. This is always a little hot spot down here, although it's sort of cleared up a little bit as we're looking, but things are moving. But, I mean, as you can see on this junction, backing up a bit through here, this really needs to be a roundabout. It would be in real life if this was the UK. Our little hub over here with the buses, this is always backing up and causing problems. I have made one little change here. I've added in this little slip road, so any vehicles that want to come around here and leave don't have to use the roundabout, which has taken some of the traffic off there. But not all the traffic, as you can see. It's still a little bit busy. But what's happening is, as we saw in a previous episode, is people are coming in from outside the city over here, and they're bypassing this big hub we've got here. We've got buses, intercity buses, we've got train and all that sort of thing. And they're driving all the way down the highway and coming here, then getting on buses and travelling. It's a little weird thing that's going on, but I think I've got a solution. And the solution I had in mind is echoed by a comment from On the Nerdy Side, which says a metro that runs from the Wave to Upper T Hampton Hub, which is over here, to the Wold bus station, which is over here, and connects to East Ketley Park, which is down here, would be a good idea. You could even bring it down to St Giles FC, which is over here, if you want to stretch it in a bit of a loop. And then you mentioned how you could even run it above ground, and as you can see in the rest of the comments, some excellent suggestions there. So I think we're going to put that into practice. And that might then mean that we need to adjust our train access and our bus access as well. Now, just before we do that, I wanted to just have a look at our train use, because we do, of course, have a train that runs from West Ketling Park, or East Ketling Park, I should say. Oh, hang on a second. West Ketling, East Ketling. Do you know what? We've never renamed that, have we? I've seen so many comments about that. Let's rename that one over there. Does that mean over here we need to rename something? East Ketling, West Ketling. Yeah, that's fine. All sorted. Excellent. Yeah, we do have a train that runs from Old East Kettling. Yeah, that should be West Kettling now. Let's rename that one as well. Market Station. All the way over here to our other hub. But it just does not get hardly any use at all. Let's just take a look at that. So let's dive into here. East Kettling, Upper Teahampton. And we've got this one train line that runs. But if you notice, it's only got one train on there and no passengers at all. Now, my first thought is, let's increase the trains that are going on here. So if we sort of put in 5 trains on here instead. There we go. They're all appearing in here. And see whether that makes a difference to everybody heading over in this direction. And off. Well, that was a weird little up and down bit there. We won't worry too much about that. So maybe the fact that there's more trains available will make a difference. Well, let's run that for a little bit and see whether we get any more passengers. So just taking a look at the route that we've got here, it is such a long route. It doesn't go directly. It comes all the way around the outside, up along the top here. As we can see this train running along, all the way around here. So I'm wondering whether the game just sees that as a much longer route. Even though it's quite quick, I'm thinking that is the reason why. And I'm not holding out much hope of getting any passengers on here, I have to be honest. Which is a little bit of a shame. Why don't we check out our buses? Let's put all of those back on again. So we do have a bus route that comes all the way from the Wold bus station over to Upper Teahampton Hub. So I've been busy downloading some assets from the workshop, and we have these wonderful looking London Underground assets. And you can see with this little picture in the corner, it shows you where the lines go. So these are obviously going vertical, we've got crossover, we've got horizontal. This has got 6 on it. This one I think is the 6. Oh, this is the one with none. Yeah, okay, so the symbols to the left. And then we've got these ones down here as well, which look a bit different. Let me just lay these out so we can take a look at them. Okay, here we go. So you can see this is like a normal station that we've got here. This is the one that comes with the game. And then we've got these London Underground ones. We can zoom in a little bit here. These look absolutely fantastic. And then we've got these larger building ones as well, Underground Station. And then if we have a look in this view, we can see how all the different tracks go. So let's actually just close that and go underground. There we go. So this is the normal one. This is the other one. These have got, 2 lines crossing over, and then 4 and 6 lines in all the different variations. So we can really make this thing look nice. Right, to help with the planning, I'm going to take this overview map of our City of Blighty on the Wold, which I made using the CSL Map Viewer mod. You can find a link to that in the description below. I then copied the map that it gave me, or the little section that I wanted, as you can see here, and I've opened it up in paint.net to keep it nice and simple. So what I'm thinking is, the idea is we first of all want a station down here at the Wave. Then we want to have a station here at the Upper Teahampton Hub. And this is going to become quite a large station, thinking, if we open up our city in various other sections, we're really going to need that. Then we want a station perhaps down here at our football grounds. Not quite sure about that. St Giles FC, maybe we'll add it in there. We'll come back to that when we start putting our line in. Then at number 4, over here at the university. I think that is really important. Even though this area to the left over here to the west is very walkable around the Wold, I think we want to add that in there because lots of people are coming over to the university. At number 5, we're going to add one over here to Kettling Bus Station, or I keep calling it the Wold Bus Station because it's off of the Wold. And then maybe number 6 down here as well to East Kettling Park train station, I think will be very good. So that is the plan that we've got. Where we're going to run the line, well, I really like the idea of running the line down the side of the highway or the motorway. We're in an English city, let's call it a motorway like we do in this country. So it would come from number 2, run all the way along the side of the motorway, and be perhaps an above ground metro line. Going with that idea of it's an old abandoned train line that was turned into a highway, perhaps an above ground metro. And that would come in over here by our university. So that will sort of connect up there. Then we can add another line going up to number 5. We can then add over here by our football ground a little spur that comes off just to take that one in. Then we've got our connection here to the wave, which will be a very short one. And then also a connection over here. If we add this one in, that would be needed as well. So that is the idea that I'm going for. And then number 2, I'm thinking of having this one here, Upper T Hampton Hub, being a big one. Lots of lines here. So as we spread our city out in other directions, we can grow that one. We could even make number 5 quite a large one as well. Perhaps number 6. Let's make number 6 a large one. And we've got plenty of space for heading out in these directions. So that is the plan. Let's head back to our city. Right, let's start with the Wave Retail Park, and I'm just looking at where would be a good spot to put this one, and I'm thinking right here on this corner, because this back section here is mainly for the trucks and the buses. All the people come in this way here. I think this is trucks over here, isn't it? Yes, all the people come in this way here, and I think if they can walk across where that guy's driving and get in a metro, that would be very good. And then we're going to want it so it goes up, so it's only going to need one line. So I think this one here, the standard normal type station, would work well. Let's use the picker mod and grab that. Where's the wave? There it is. Got lost there for a minute. If we face it in that direction, I don't think we're breaking anything. No, that's good. And then what we're going to do is move that right into the corner like that. See how that looks. Oh, that just looks fantastic, doesn't it? Excellent, excellent, excellent. So that will be our first stop. Then we need to move over here to our hub. Now, we've got lots of spots here, but this needs to have a line coming in this way and a line going out that way. And also space perhaps for other lines as the city opens up in various other directions. So let's see if we can squeeze one of these larger ones in that have got the 6 lines on. I'm thinking of going for this one. So let's just use the picker mod and grab that and see whereabouts we could pop that in. Even with Anarchy on, we're running out of space. Let's just close that so we can see what we're doing. Yep, I'm thinking there would look good. The opposite side of the road from the station, right next to where the train station is. Lots of access over there. We've got crossings and everything. These trees are part of this train station. At the minute, Hide It Bobby isn't working for me. I don't know why, but I will remove those so it doesn't look so silly. And if we look underground, actually we need to turn this view on. There we go. We see we've got a line that goes up and down here, which will connect that way. And then we've got 2 lines that go in this direction as well. Excellent. So next on the list is, I think we will put one over here by our football stadium. Again, we could look at that. We've got this little corner over here, and this only needs to be like this small one here again. So let's grab that. And we'll get that. Where's the... There it is. And if we could squeeze that way round, that'll be perfect. Let's have a look. Oh, that just fits in there perfectly, doesn't it? That is excellent. We perhaps could run a little bit of path down here just to sort of finish this off. There we go. That's good. So let's just see which way that's going. Excellent. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. Number 4 is going to be over here by the university. Now I'm thinking that we want to make this... so this is going to go up here, down here, and around here. So this could just be a simple one, maybe in the middle here somewhere. We want it easy to be accessed by everybody. And just to sort of mix things up a bit, let's go with this modern-looking building because... why the heck not? Now, of course, that is not going to fit against any of these pars, but we could snap that too in this little spot over here. And that is actually facing in the right direction as well. Let's just move that over a bit. We could do a little bit of decorating here. I'm thinking about changing... is that a treed road over there as well? Yeah, I think that's okay. People can walk around the trees to get to here. Okay, excellent. And then the next one on the list is... oh, let's just rebuild this over here. Rebuild. There we go. Excellent. And then the next one on the list is up here in the Wold Hub, or the Kettling bus station as it's properly named. And we do have this corner free here with lots of people walking around. So again, I want that to be one of the larger train stations. Let's pop that on and go for that. So I'm thinking as well, this time we're going to go for this one here. And let's see how we can fit that in. Let's pop it in there for now. How does that look? I mean, that is not too bad right there, is it? We can maybe just move that along a tiny touch. I'm going to pull that back from the road and then delete the trees that are in front. Look at all those people walking, and that is what you want to see. Excellent. And I think easily a lot of those people are going to get in there and use that. That'll be brilliant. And then I think finally on the list is over here at this train station that sort of comes in one way, doesn't go out the other way. I saw all the comments about these like crossover little lines and things here not being needed, but you know, I like them, so we're going to leave them like that. So let us just have a look at this area. Do I put it round here? Sort of at the back. We could even pop it against... Oh, that's not a road through there, is it? We could bring a road up through here, perhaps. Or we could use this spot along here that's open along the front. Do you know what? I think that might be a better idea. And we're going to go for this one for now. What's good about these, if later on you need to upgrade them, then... yeah, it's no problem at all. The footprint's the same. It's just the underground part with the line that you would need to change. So that works really well. And I think we should be able to just squeeze that right in there. How does that look? Oh, that just fits in there perfectly, doesn't it? And again, with a little bit of decoration around that, that is going to be well used. Brilliant. Right, so now to put all the lines in to get these things working. I am just wondering whether we could put the above ground part of the metro along here first and then hook everything else up to that. I think that one is going to start... Oh, we don't own this square, do we? Oh, darn it. So we're going to have to sort of go around this square, use our imagination, and then eventually it would sort of come in over here. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? Oh, well, we'll have to work with that. Okay, there we go. So we've got these set up, and I thought this time we'd use the different stations as different destinations, different points. This is a rather long above ground one, comes up to there, then a different station to get down to here. And I think that's going to work really well. So we need to add in our trains. There we go. Have to hold shift to get it into there and back again. I've got the mod that allows you to put stops onto different stations. Oh yeah, this one's going to pass through there on the way and then come all the way down to here. So I might make that a separate one. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I want to add that into there. There we go. Excellent. They're all set up. So I'm hoping now with the mods that we've got... Oh, we haven't got that mod in this one with the automatic line naming and all that sort of stuff, have we? So, all right, let's just give all of these some random colours so we can differentiate them. There we go. And this will be whatever's down at the end, which will end up being separate from the top. Right, now I need to just go through and name all of these. I'll just do that off camera. Okay, there we go. So that is our 4 lines. We've got the Upper T Hampton to the Wave. We've got Upper T Hampton to the Wold. That goes all the way over the other side. Upper T Hampton to THFC. If you remember, we actually renamed this to... Can I not come out of that mode? Uh-oh, keys aren't working. Tottenham Hotspur FC. I forgot all about that. So we've got that one hooked up. And then our last one is the one up here that goes from the Wold to Ketlin Old Station Market. So now we need to make sure that we've got enough trains on each of these, depending on where they're going to. So the Wold to West Ketlin Market is very short, but I'd always try and have 2 on here at least. And the vehicle that we've got on here, I do have some underground trains. Yeah, so we're going to use those. I'm not quite sure on the size of those. Is that this one here? 300 and that one's 40. What? Why is that one 300 and that one 40? Oh, they're both 300. There we go. So if we use that one, I think that's going to keep us covered, and we'll probably use that on all of them. So that was this one here, wasn't it? Let's check that one again. Yes, there we go. That was the top one there. And then the next one, Upper T Hampton. So going to the football ground. Again, I'm probably going to put 2 in here because that isn't a very long line at all. And we're going to use the same one, the underground train. And these do run above ground. I have been to the end of some underground lines. And yeah, the same train goes from underground to above ground. So this one is going from this side of the city to the other side. This one's going to be super busy. It's got 4 stops. Why did that disappear? Oh, it's all the way up here. And it goes past the university. Again, we're going to use this one, which we can always change it out if we need to. It's already got 4 on there, so actually I'm going to leave that at 4. And then we have Upper T Hampton to Wave. That is only a very short sort of run between there, so I'm going to go with 2. There we go, get the minimum on there to get 2. Underground train again, and that should be fine. I didn't actually take a look at any figures of usages of the buses and things before we started. I might be able to go back in time and grab that eventually. I'm going to delete these things up here. I know this guy down here does not have any water access, so we're going to run that in under the car park retrospectively. Yeah, so let me get rid of these things out in the field and we'll let that run for a bit and see how it goes. Well, there are so many people using our metro that now I can go through the buses and drop some of these lines down. This had 18, this had 18. I'm like halving them. We just don't need that many. Most of these buses have got hardly any people on them. They're very close together. I'd maybe just knock a couple off of that. But as it stands at the moment, the figures, I've got the old figures. We could get those up on the screen as well. Before, residents was 1,582. Now is 2,600 and rising, and tourists was 273, and now it is 712. It is fantastic. So that has made a big change. I'm going to continue going through these and dropping down. Look at that, I've got 19 on that one down there. That is nuts. Yeah, checking our buses. There it is. Dropping down any that need to be dropped down, and just generally sort of tweaking that one actually. St. Giles to the Wave. Yeah, you see, that's the one down here that was super busy going from here to over here, I think. That one. Green. I think that's the one anyway. But yeah, anyway, let me finish finagling these, and then I'll be back with you. And as I'm looking through this, I found this line here. Well, you can't quite read it there. Kettling bus station to the shop. So that comes all the way from over here by the Wold, all the way to our new shopping area. And boy, did I get a lot of comments about this shopping area. We'll cover that in another video. But look, every single one of these, 60, 60, 60, 60, it is rammed. And there's so many people waiting to come from over there. So I think we're going to make use of this extra little line that runs under there and put a metro stop in here. I think that would just be the good thing to do. And look at this, from just adding that one stop in from the Kettling bus station to the shops on the metro, our buses now are nobody in them. Look, they're empty from those two stops. Hardly anybody using them. So we've suddenly taken 14 buses off of this route. I'm going to still put 4 on there. We've taken, 10 buses off now. I'd already took a few off a minute ago. I don't know what it came to. So we'll leave 4 going backwards and forwards. But that is going to help with the busyness of this section here. Look, hardly anybody coming in and out of here now in vehicles, which is good. A lot of people walking, and a load of buses are not blocking this up. That is fantastic results. And the same for this line, because we've got Upper Teahampton Hub coming through to the shops on the other line. Now the 14, which I think used to be 18 or 19 buses, look, hardly anybody in them. We can drop that right down. Oh, I mean, I'm going to put 4 on there, and hopefully that should be absolutely plenty. More vehicles being taken off the road. And then we've got some other lines that we do still need. This had 12 buses on that held 60. I'm going to put 150 capacity buses on there and drop that down to, 5 would probably be enough. It's quite a long line, but yeah, that should be much better. Nice, extra big double-decker bus. So let's take a look at the city overall and see what the traffic looks like before I reveal the final figure of the traffic. So, yep, we've got some busy roads, but they're not backing up. These are not backing up. Busy, but yep, that's fine. We don't mind that. This junction down here, yep, busy, not backing up. This little close has got a few in, but that is looking okay. This junction here looking much, much better. I think the buses were causing more problems than we realised. And then over here to the busiest part of the city, not too bad. Look at that. That is going round Upper Teahampton. Remember, this used to be all absolutely jammed, and we put in all this stuff. And it's fine. Still busy going down there. I still want some sort of outlet for these people. When we do open up more squares, we will give them access to the highway down here or up through here at some point. But at the moment, that will have to do. What do you reckon our final percentage is? Let's take a look. 80%. That is absolutely brilliant. And what are our final figures? For 81%, it's still going up. Oh, that's great. And what's our final figures for our mass transit? Wow, that is just brilliant. If you look at the total figures, so 1,582 up to 2,473 residents, and then tourists 273 up to 815. And you can see where that's coming in. The buses are not much different. The very top line, we had 500 more using the buses, residents, tourists. We've had an extra 20 before. The trains maybe increased a little bit, or decreased on residents, increased on tourists, but the huge influx. So we've basically taken off the road in our figures 1,413 residents and 426 tourists. That is just immense. So any suggestions you've got, let me know in the comments below. Autosave, sip of tea. Have we not had one of those in this episode? Wow, it just snuck right up on us there, didn't it? And if you're new to my channel, subscribe as well. And now I'm going to enjoy one of my favourite pastimes, is just watching people use the mass transit in our city. Yep, it worked out for the best. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.